Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Watch Report. Without you guys and you ladies, this literally does not work. Wow. Just got finished doing my live stream and had some ghost in the machine tonight. I keep forgetting that you need to reboot your computer system from time to time because it was crazy. I need to call Derek and find out if this is normal. Derek from Megabytes Computers, they have this special 30 for 30. 30 minutes of consulting for $30, which is pretty good when you think about computer wise. And they can do the whole, because it feels like, well, here's what you need to do. That's like, no, I don't know how to do that. He said, but no, I can't do that. He said, okay, here's what you do. I'll send you a link and I'll do it. So you can share the screen with him. You can share the mouse with him. And he goes through and he fixes my shit, okay? But I think I've rebooted the system and went back through, and all the stuff that wasn't working is working. So it's literally... There's something flying here because I just saw a little smoke. I never see smoke. Anyway, something with the... It just needed to be rebooted because I've changed and moved plugs and added stuff trying to get ready for the draft, and because I want to be ready. I want to make sure. This is going to sound crazy, but I want to have a great show. I want us to have fun. I want us to be able to come together, with the Zoom in call for the channel members and things, and bring you coverage like nobody else, okay? Not only about what the Cowboys do, because let's face it here. Let's face it. The draft starts at 8 o'clock. We'll start coverage at 7, right? We're going to be eating some chicken wings and all that. We got one pick. One pick. The draft will go from about 8 o'clock to midnight. We got one pick. That's it. A lot of people tune out after that pick and say, okay, well, I'll see you Friday night. But we still need to be there to see who gets taken out. Because it's not just about the one guy we get that night. Who's going to be available there in the second round are the Cowboys. And this year, I think it's going to get crazy. Because Stephen Jones admits, hey, we're taking calls. People have been calling about our pick. And I think that this year, I don't know how many of you have seen the movie Draft Day, which if you watched it a few years ago, you're like, this shit can't happen. Nobody's trading around like that. Come on, man. Let's get real. Well, we've already seen the 49ers move up there, make that move. We've already seen the Eagles Miami trade with the 49ers, and then Miami trade with the Eagles to get back up high. There's rumors, of course, that the Eagles, which they seem bipolar. The Eagles seem bipolar because you've heard rumors that they may try and move back up because they might move on to quarterback. Or I've heard them say, we might try and move back some more. It's like, really? Are you just baffling us with bullshit? Or is that really your plan? You just don't really have a plan. And I think this could be the case with the Cowboys. I honestly believe that the Cowboys do want to move back. For me, okay. For me, here's my philosophy. And you can say I'm right, I'm wrong, or whatever. But I believe strength in numbers. I believe, especially early in the draft, it's a crapshoot. How many times we heard that, we need one of those first-round quarterbacks. Dak Prescott, we got him in the 4th round. He's not one of those guys in the 1st round. He's a bum. But yet I'm sitting here looking at guys like Paxton Lynch and Josh Rosen and Dwayne Haskins. Weren't all those guys first-round quarterbacks? Sam Darnold's. Now, you can say that Carson Wentz and Jared Goff had some success, but you look at a lot of guys that were the 1st round. There's no guarantee that those guys in the 1st round, just because people think you're going to be good, does not mean you're going to be good. You can look and say, They were right about Chase Young. Okay, we got that one right. We got that one right. But the Eagles thought Ragar is better than Justin Jefferson. Just like they thought Arcega-Whiteside was better than DJ Metcalf. Both of those guys were drafted right after the guy they drafted. They thought that they got the best player at that position. Turns out they were wrong. They were way wrong. So if that is your theory, that because there's to be so many quarterbacks taken in this first round, if you're looking at saying we move back within the 20s, okay, 20. Let's say it's within the 20s. So let's say 19, okay? I'm not saying move back further than I wouldn't want to do that. But let's say there's 5 quarterbacks taken. Okay. 5 quarterbacks. Then that means there's only 13 other picks before you pick if you pick at 19. Okay? 13 other picks. Well, you got to figure the offensive tackles. There'll probably be 3 gone by then. So that's 8 of them. So that means there's only 10 other picks. You got to figure that, say, 3 edge rushers going to go off, right? That means there's 7. Let's say at least 2 cornerbacks. That means 5. Let's say Kyle Pitts. Then that's 4. Let's say 2 linebackers. Then that's 2. You will still be able to get an opportunity for one of the prospects that will still be high in pedigree. If it's a safety, you may get the best safety in the draft. And let's say maybe he's not as good as Patrick Surtain, but he's still really good. And you pick up a second pick in the second round, and you package that up, and you get a defensive lineman that's really good. Now you got 2 players. You got 2 opportunities from what was 1. So if the bust rate is 50%, then you're better having more players to choose from. You've got 4 picks in the top 100. If you can find a way to make it 5, then you should be able to do a lot of things around the board to get better all the way around. And I think that's what the Cowboys are thinking, which is one of the reasons why I think they're waiting until after the draft, because after the draft is you get that second wave of free agency. When you've gotten players now that are young guys, and you look and say, well, this veteran is now expendable. Much like Sheldon Richardson was deemed expendable. After they ended up getting Clowney and the guy the Eagles had, Malik, what's his name? That guy is a really good player. Price tag's a little bit up there, but I think because of COVID and because of the salary cap going down, that he may look for that shorter contract, or you use those voidable years. But I think the Cowboys will wait until after May 3rd to make those moves and really see what the landscape is. And I still believe there's something with KJ Wright. It's crazy that nobody has signed a player of that capability or even had interest in him, if you know what I mean. But I got to be honest with you guys. I'm whooped tonight. I'm whooped, but I feel good. I feel good because I feel like today I did as much as I could do. I did something great for my mom that made her happy. I surprised David Wiley by delivering his Joe Barty trophy, and I think of all of you as my friends, but there's something different about meeting you and actually having a conversation with you and so on. And that was a great experience. I wish I could do that with each and every one of you guys. And that was great. I got back home, Got to do a little bit more work on here on getting this ready for the draft. I've got tomorrow. I've got to get these Joe Bardys because we're probably going to be giving away a lot of the Joe Bardys during the draft. I got to get those done. I've got a few more racks that I got to get. CJ, yours went out today. CJ Leonard, we double checked. Yours went out today. Lola's, yours went out today. Big Wizzy, I need your address so we can get you your Lombardi. Excuse me, Joe Bardi trophy as well. So I sent you a message on the gram, on the Instagram. So email me back so I can get that to Michael. But I still have some more work to do to get the set ready for the draft show because for me, this is what I originally started out with and I got away from it. For me, I want it to be special and different from what you get from anywhere else. I want you to feel like you are here with me, just like my friends, hanging out, having a few drinks, eating some chicken wings, and hopefully seeing Philly 500 cry. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and carry my behind to bed. And God willing, I'll be here tomorrow and get back to work because time is running short. See you in the morning.
I fire Howie. Fucking fire.